Hey guys, today I want to talk about how to save money on groceries. So the tip number one, I would say utilize what you have. If you have any fruits or vegetables that are about to go bad, use them up. You can make soup, just because sometimes I make soup with whatever you have, vegetables or salad, just to prevent from any of them go bad. Or you can freeze, but the frozen ones you can only use for soups and like stuff you cook, but they won't be good in salads anymore. Or like fruits, if you can't freeze them, I use them for smoothies too. Tip number two is to have a well-stocked pantry. So this way you're not running to the store last minute because there's only 3 ingredients in your pantry and you can't really make anything out of it. And to have a well-stocked pantry, I stock up on deals whenever I find anything on really good sale. I clip coupons when I find it, and this way when something is on good sale, I stock up, depending how long it can stay good without spoiling, because it can be either frozen or it's a dry good that's just in the pantry. But mostly stuff in the fridge is the things that you can't really stock up, but on most of the stuff you can stock up and when it's on sale. So when it's not on sale, you already have it and you don't have to go and buy it. I often watch YouTube videos and I see people do their meal plans and then go buy what goes with their meal plan, and I do it like the other way around. I see what I have in pantry and then I cook accordingly of what I have. Well, there are some staple ingredients that I always have or almost always have, so this way even if I don't go to the grocery store for a week or 2 weeks, if nothing good on sale, then I can still cook everything. Well, I might still buy milk and some fruits and vegetables, but that's it. Tip number 5, use less of more expensive ingredients and more of a cheaper one. If you're cooking a dish that has, for example, rice and meat and maybe some other things, but if you know that meat is more expensive than rice, you might save money by adding more rice and less meat to it, and this way you can still have meal that tastes good and it'll be a little bit cheaper. And maybe even if you save like 10 or 20 cents on each meal by doing that, it's gonna add up. Also try to cook the cheaper meals, the meals that have cheaper ingredients. Like for example, it's cheaper to make oatmeal instead of having a bowl of cereal. And also in my experience, soups are like the cheapest meals. It's cheaper than most of anything you can make because it only requires a small piece of meat and then a few fruits and vegetables. Not fruits. Don't put fruits in your soup. Few, maybe like a little bit of carrots, potatoes, and maybe rice and a little bit onion. All those things are usually cheap, and you can make lots of servings for like less than $2. Also, if you're out of some ingredients, don't rush to go to the store. Like if you're out of milk and if you're cooking something and you can just substitute with water, I often do that even if I do have milk, just to make it cheaper. And most of the grains can substitute each other, like things like oatmeal, rice, buckwheat, and even pasta. Sometimes you can substitute one for another depending which one you have, or maybe which one is cheaper. And if you actually do menu plan, try to plan it according to your daily activities, because I usually try to cook only twice a week, and maybe on the other days I cook just like a little bit extra, like things like pasta, wouldn't like to use it the next day, so I cook the meat part to last us 3 days, and I cook pasta one day and then rice next day to go with it. And soups can last like 4 days in the fridge. So if you, depending on your lifestyle and how much time you have to cook, that's how you should plan what to cook. So like if you work every day or you work too much, you might want to cook something that's either in a crock pot or takes like 20 minutes or less to make. But if you stay home and you have 2 hours to cook something, of course you can cook something different. So, and both ways you can save money too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this will help you to save more money on groceries. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Bye.
Thank you.